What's up, bouquets? How are we blooming today? It's your girl Enchantress, the Gypsy Lotus of Uniqueness, back with another What the Hell? Let's just call it What the Hell. So, today I want to talk about really I had a very interesting last 2 weeks. Or week, really, week and a half. And I want to talk about really listening to your body, okay? We have things that happen to us that are really out of our control most of the time. I'm not gonna say most of the time, but sometimes we have certain things that happen to us that are out of our control, and we still have to learn how to pivot and do those things and, handle business. But we also get to a point where it's like we can't allow ourselves to get burnt out, right? We cannot allow ourselves to constantly give, and our bodies are suffering. Okay, so let me just tell you about the week that I have. And if you know me looking at my lips is about to aggravate me, so this video is not about to be long because I left my lip stuff in the car. I actually didn't think I was about to record today because I didn't have my stuff, but we gonna make it do what we do. Okay, so last week my grandfather ended up in the hospital. He's fine, he's good, but he had to stay overnight at the hospital for a few days, and I was not expecting that. I was expecting to take him to a doctor's appointment one day. That doctor's appointment turned into, he needed to go to the emergency room. He didn't want to go to the emergency room that same day. Ended up going the next day. Now you got to spend the night. Now it's this, now it's that, now it's this. Cool. I'm ready. I'm literally spending the whole day at the hospital or on that side of town, getting me stuff for things I was supposed to be trying to get ready for myself. I was supposed to go to a vendor event that weekend, and I was so, okay, well, let me do this, let me do that, like trying to be 50 million people at one time. And I don't regret that in any form or fashion. I'm not gonna regret being there for my granddad because that's my grandpa. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But just even trying to juggle all that, the moment that he ended up in the hospital, I should have just told the obligation, I'm probably not gonna make it. Mind you, I spent all last week saying that the event I was getting ready for was on Sunday. Come to find out, it was literally Saturday. Saturday was the day I even picked up my grandfather from the hospital. At the time that I was picking him up from the hospital was technically the time I should have been setting up my table, and I didn't even realize it. And I'm literally like, is this event even still happening? I haven't seen no promotion. I haven't seen nothing. Like, is this even still happening? Because the weather was supposed to be oh so bad and all this other stuff. So I'm like, is this even still happening? I go and search for the page of the people that I know are supposed to be promoting it. I wasn't following the page, so that's why I wasn't seeing nothing. But come and I see, boom, today. I said, oh, well, I missed that. And then I was literally in the midst, that Saturday, I was in the midst of getting my labels done. I was finally in production mode of making the products that I needed to. I was doing a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, when I realized that, I did kind of feel defeated for a second because if you know me right now, I've literally been writing a to-do list for everything. So for me to even mix up days like that, or for me to even get that carried away that I really forgot what day was what, I knew I was out of whack. I knew I've been stretching myself too much at that point. So I did kind of take a moment like, okay, dang. But even if I wasn't at that event, I still was like, okay, well, let me still make the products. Let me still stick to what I said I was going to do. And yeah, it took like 30 minutes to feel it or whatever. But I had to catch myself from even talking down on myself because I was like, are you so stupid? How could you forget? How you fuck up like that? But we not in that. And I literally felt one of my guardian angels literally telling me, keep going. Don't let that get to you. Just keep going. You probably wasn't supposed to be there anyway. Like, keep going. Because not for nothing, if I had to go search for that promo, you don't want to promote that event that hard. It probably didn't turn out as successful anyway. I probably wasn't going to make what I was expecting to make anyway, because if I had to go search for that promo, y'all weren't promoting. So, because y'all never even sent me nothing to be promoting this shit type situation. So, anyway, I still made, I think my bath blends that day. Then the next day, my mom really did have all my labels done. So then I felt bad because she was spending her morning making my labels. So I was like, okay, well, let me let me actually get up and make some more products so these labels can go on something. So I did that. And I kept trying to find a day. Like, if you know me, I've really been trying to have a day of nothing. Like, I need at least one day out the week to really just sit and do nothing. Really completely, like, turn my mind off. Because otherwise, I sit with 50 million tabs open in my brain every day. I tell people that all the time. Like, I have 50 tabs open in my mind. And it's not good, but I do. So I literally got to the point where I was just saying, like, yeah, I need a day. But every time I was telling myself I need a day, it would turn into me running errands or doing something. And today's Thursday. So Tuesday, I think Monday I tried to say I'm not gonna do nothing, but I still ended up doing a lot on Monday. Monday I really made all my products. I finished making every product that I was supposed to make. I went herb shopping for what I needed because I ran out of herbs mid production flow on Sunday or something like that, and it had to be a Sunday where everything's closed. So Monday I went herb shopping, then I came home, maybe decompressed for like maybe an hour, and then I got back to making my products. And I know my products are going to be good, and I know they're going to be powerful because I don't even realize how much energy they are taking from me to make, because this is not me just making skincare. I make skincare. I'm making very intentional products. Every product has a purpose, has some type of spiritual power into it, has my power into it, and I carry a lot of power, which is why I'm sharing it like this. But I ended up, so Monday did all that. Tuesday, I think I went to go check on my granddad again and did a couple things with him that morning. And then when I got home, I was like, yeah, like I said I was going to be productive today, cancel that. Like, I need a day to not do nothing, even though I just spent the morning doing stuff. Bro, when I tell you I got home and I knocked out so unexpectedly. Like, you know them naps that sneak up on, like, you didn't even know you was about to... Shit scared me. You know them naps that happen that you really didn't know was about to happen. Like, you just wake up, you like, oh, when I fall asleep. Yeah, it was one of them. So I'm like, oh yeah, I was tired. Like, me making all them products yesterday took a lot more energy than I realized. And even though, yes, I felt like, okay, it was still okay for me to do because now it is stuff for me for real. And I do feel a level of peace when I am making my products. Like, I get into such a zone that it feels good for me to make my products, because I have to make sure I'm in good energy when I'm making my products, you know? So I create that flow for myself, and I did. So I didn't feel bad about making my products or nothing, because I felt like that was me finally pouring into myself and the things that I needed to do. But because I still never took a day from my previous week for real, and now I'm just going into the next week still not having one day fully to myself, burnout is coming. So Tuesday I did that. I woke up from the nap and I felt the migraine trying to come on. I was like, okay, probably ain't gonna stick, like whatever. And then, not for nothing, I'm not supposed to sit here and be on my phone all day. The rest of the day I sat doom scrolling social media the whole time, right? So then I'm like, okay. So I still wasn't allowing my mind to rest, because now I'm sitting here looking at things on Instagram and threads, and I'm getting all these ideas, and I'm thinking of all this other stuff that I could be doing next, right? Brain not turning off, you feel me? Then Wednesday come, I wake up, migraine hard. I said, oh my God. None of my normal remedies, because I've been suffering with migraines basically since my gifts came about for real. Technically earlier, but it was definitely a shift, because I used to get migraines, but they wasn't like, it was bad, but they wasn't like take my whole day bad. Like, I couldn't do nothing bad. Like, now if I get a migraine, I'm not doing nothing. So all my normal remedies wasn't working. I literally had to go to AI. I had to go to chat. Like, what's going on? Like, why is this not working? And come to find out, I'm basically having like cluster migraines that literally come from stress. And me basically laying down technically wasn't making it no better, because usually when I get those type of migraines, sometimes I can't do nothing but sleep. Like, my eyes naturally kind of just want to close. So, but me laying flat apparently was a problem, and me laying on the side that was hurting, because it's always my left eye, is a problem. And because my cycle also came on, I thought maybe my iron low, and that's why I'm having a migraine. So I was like, okay, maybe I need a burger. Tell me why, when I was waiting on the burger, when I finally got the burger, I tried to take a bite, instantly nausea. I couldn't even eat it. I had to spit it out. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. And I'm saying all this to say, because even I was having a conversation with one of my sisters, and literally Same thing. It just shows up a different way. I get migraines. Her blood pressure goes up. She done had a whole panic attack. And it's like you have to learn how to listen to your body when you are extending yourself. When you're pouring too much out and it's not even necessarily about not getting something back. But if you're pouring too much out and not having a moment to refill at all, your body is going to show you in some form or fashion. We have too many family members out here that have high blood pressure, have chest pains, have all these different things happening to them. And we not paying attention to how that is slowly creeping up on us. We getting too old now. I'm 28 years old. And when I just got this health reading a couple weeks ago, it was okay. But for my age, that was bad. For her to tell me you good today, but I can't say nothing about tomorrow, that's scary. That had me like, hold on, what you mean? Like, what? Then get another reading and they talking about I'm at risk for something else. Like, whoa. Let me calm down. I really, really, really have to take mental breaks. I cannot allow myself to keep going that hard. No matter what, I have to. Like, now it's set in stone. I have to have a day to do nothing. Because if I don't, it's going to show up in some form or fashion. And even if it wasn't me physically getting sick, connections could be falling apart. Opportunities can be missed. I missed the whole vending event because I was too busy. I was running around every which way and didn't even realize I just missed the whole vendor event because I'm thinking it's on Sunday, the whole time it's on Saturday. So much was going on that I literally was missing so much without even realizing it. And I really needed a moment to be with myself. I have to. It's mandatory to have that time with yourself, to have some type of time pouring back into yourself, filling your cup back up to be able to pour back out again. You have to be at a point of overflow, technically, because that's when you can keep pouring out, when you overflowing with stuff. And if you're not overflowing, if your cup halfway filled, you don't need to be trying to pour out nothing. And I realized that. So we have to really get to a point where we genuinely listen to your body. Watch for the signs. Because we too young. There's people who do have heart attacks at 30. There's people who do, like, have high blood pressure in our 20s. A couple years ago, I remember going to the doctor and she was like, your blood pressure kind of high. Excuse me? I just got over 25. Like, what you mean? Like, high blood pressure? Like, yeah. Stress kills, y'all. We cannot allow it to take over our body like that. You have to listen to yourself. And if you're not listening to yourself, you can't see the signs in your own body. If you're not taking at least one day, half a day, to do something for yourself to fill your cup back up, because really you need to be doing something every day that still somehow is pouring back into yourself. But if that's not happening, at least take a half day to do that. Because otherwise, child, it's going to get ugly. And nobody got time for that. Why would you stress yourself out more with a hospital bill? Nobody wants that. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. And I'm talking to you and me. We have to take better care of ourselves. We have to wash ourselves, all right? So, that's all I have for y'all, bouquets. Remember, healing gets messy before it gets magical, but you are worthy of all the love and happiness that is waiting for you on the other side. Sit up straight, adjust your crown, and don't let it tilt. I love you. I hope you are especially loving on you. Peace.